This is my audience. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Do you guys know the signs and symptoms of someone who is suicidal? We all know someone that has committed suicide or have heard of someone that has committed suicide. So finding the steps to help these individuals will help them live a happy, full life. In 2005, my father committed suicide. At the time, I was only 10 years old. So it was not until recently that I became interested in helping people find the signs and symptoms, reasons, prevention, and resources available for suicidal individuals. I have also spoke to family members who remember my own father who committed suicide a little more vividly than I do, as well as others who have been through losing someone to suicide. There are several signs and symptoms that I'm going to educate you to look for. I'm going to give you prevention strategies as well as resources that you can give to someone who is suicidal. How many people committed suicide in 2017 in the United States? How many Americans attempted suicide? In 2017 alone, 1,400,000 people attempted suicide. Out of all those Americans who attempted suicide, an outstanding amount died, ranging in at 47,173 Americans who actually took their lives. Individuals of any age, race, background, or gender have been known to attempt suicide. Suicide does not discriminate, and on average, there are 129 suicides per day in the year of 2017. Even though suicide does not discriminate, in 2017, men did die by suicide 3.54 times more than women, and white males accounted for 69.67% of those suicides. Adults between the ages of 45 to 54 years of age were among the highest suicide rates, ranging in at 20.2%. Adults 85 years of age came in at the second highest rate, ranging in at 20.1%. Adolescents and young adults between the ages of 15 to 24 years of age have the lowest rate, ranging in at 14.6%. Throughout the years, there have been many ways that individuals have committed suicide. Some ways that have been recorded were wrist cutting, jumping off bridges or buildings, drowning, inhaling carbon monoxide, or taking pills. Out of all the ways mentioned in 2017, firearms were the most common method of suicide, and hangings were the second most common. Now that we know all the numbers and the facts of deaths in 2017, what are some of the signs and symptoms? Suicide is 100% preventable if an individual can spot signs and symptoms before it is actually too late. In all reality, individuals who commit suicide just want to end pain. Some warning signs can be spotted easily, while some other ones are harder to pinpoint. Pay close attention to an individual's actions. Someone who is suicidal may become withdrawn, show despair, have mood swings, or sleep a lot. They may abuse alcohol or drugs, or act recklessly. Some individuals may even talk about wanting to die or constantly talking about the topic of dying. Individuals may make plans like updating a will, saying goodbye, or writing a suicide note. An individual's background and history can play a huge role if they are at risk for committing suicide. An individual who has a mental disorder, serious illness, or a disease that has been passed down from family members may want to commit suicide. Once we have spotted the signs and symptoms of a person who is suicidal, we must find a way to help them. Prevention and getting a suicidal person the right resources or heading in the right direction is the most successful way to helping someone before they make that final decision. Preventing suicide can be easy as calling 911 or going to the emergency room. An individual may go through a diagnostic assessment and will eventually go to psychotherapy, which will help them resolve the feelings. Other options that are available are going to therapy, such as medication. Some individuals may choose to be medicated to prevent the unwanted thoughts of suicide. Some medicine that is prescribed is Lexapro or antidepressants. The internet plays a huge role in society today. So finding help for an individual who is suicidal but does not want anyone outside the family to know can be easy. There are many different hotlines to call if someone is having unwanted thoughts, such as the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, the Trevor Project, and COPE. If the individual does not want to talk to someone on the phone, they can text the crisis text line instead to receive help. Outside of hotlines and texting, you can email Samaritans, go to the Lifeline crisis chat, and talk to someone any time of the day. Providing resources to those who are suicidal will help them cope with these thoughts or feelings and go on to live a successful, healthy life. Paying close attention to the way a family or friend acts is the first step to preventing them from making a lifelong decision. Finding the steps to help a family member or a friend can be life-changing for them. Today, I have discussed with you the steps to identifying an individual who is suicidal, as well as where to get them help. You never know who is suicidal. Some of the happiest and richest people in the world have committed suicide, such as Robin Williams, who hung himself, or Marilyn Monroe, who took a combination of drugs. Don't be afraid to help someone in need. This is my audience again.